Hello class, this is the first in a series of videos about Stellarium, a tool you'll be using in many of the labs. This is what you'll see when you first enter here. You'll see it can either dark out or light out depending on the time of day it is at the default location you have set for Stellarium. The first thing I like to do is come down here to the bottom bar here and pause time. This is because if you zoom in on objects, they will move out of your field of view. So it's better to always start by pausing time so you can control what time it is and you don't have to worry about time advancing as you're working on the lab. Next, let's go through the toolbar over here and some of the different options you have. The first is the location window. Most of the time you're going to leave the location to be in the Phoenix area. But there are a few times we're going to go to other parts of the world to see what the sky looks like then. This is how you would do it. You look up the location here and it will magically take you there. Next up is the date and time window. This one is one you'll be using a lot to advance your date and time. So you can of course scroll up or down. You can also highlight them and you can change the date that way, right, over here. So this is an important tool you'll use a lot. You can move this screen around. So if you're trying to look at a certain object and you want to advance time, you can leave this up. But I always close out when you're done using it to declutter your screen. Next up is the sky and viewing options. Throughout the semester, you'll have to come here sometimes to turn on different options to see different features. After that, you have the search window. This is one of the other most important tools. Right here, we're going to search for the moon, and you'll see it takes us to the moon. And when it does that, it also shows you all this information about that highlighted object. If I click away from the moon, you see it's no longer selected, so no longer see information. But I can also just directly click on the object that I want to. But of course, if you can't see the object, the search tool is the best way of finding that object in the sky. We have the configuration window, which you really don't need to use much except for adding in plugins, which we'll go over in a different video. And last up, we have the astronomical calculator, which we'll be using in future labs.